Here this morning at the Boundary Peak Trailhead. This is the high point of Nevada, 13,175 feet, something like that. There's only one other person here. The road to get out here was terrible, so that doesn't surprise me. Really isolated out here right now, but it should be a beautiful day. It's gonna be a sunny day, so I got lots of water on me, lots of hydration, so combat the sun with that. It's a much shorter hike than I'm usually used to. I think it's only about 8 miles round trip, about 4,000 feet of gain. So 1,000 feet per mile on the first uphill, then downhill should be a nice run back. So it shouldn't take too long, I'm hoping under 8 hours, but we'll see. We're gonna go ahead and get started here, start running along the creek bed, start gaining some elevation. About 1.5 miles in, only about half an hour, and almost to the base there. Now the information I have says to take the slope that goes up to the right and then take the ridge across to the summit. You can kind of see that swirl of snow. That's pointing right at the peak. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't really want to get into this mess of how much scree is up there. That looks quite painful. Making good progress here. Only about less than 2,000 feet of climbing to go. Should call this gravel peak, not Boundary Peak. This gravel is terrible going up, but making good progress. Making good progress here. We're almost up to that ridge, and it should be a little bit easier going once I get up there. About done with this gravel. Although unfortunately, I'm only halfway done with this gravel because I gotta come down it. But should be able to at least go faster going down than coming up. It's a killer though. Oof. Finally gained the ridge here. Have about 1,000 feet more of climbing to go. You can see my objective for the day up on the left there. Right there, that's Boundary Peak. Just gotta go along this ridge now, tag that summit, go and get her done. Success. Boundary Peak, highest point in the state of Nevada. 13,147, I think, depending on who you ask. Took me just under 3 hours to get here. Climbed about 4,300 feet and went just over 4 miles. So a pretty steep hike, pretty gnarly hike actually. Going up that gravel scree was not fun, but hoping it's going to be a lot nicer on the way down. But the weather, I couldn't ask for better weather right now. There's not a cloud in the sky. Well, there's some clouds way over there. Above me, there's not a cloud in the sky. There's just a very light breeze up here, maybe 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Absolutely gorgeous right now. I'm loving this. So I'm gonna hang out up here, have a snack, sign the summit register, which is right behind me here, and just, yeah, enjoy the view up here. You can see for probably 100 miles. I can see a point over there that I know is about 70 miles away, so at least 100 miles. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous up here. Great summit. And I'm the only one here. There we go, officially at the summit. I was right, 13,147, which is just over 4,000 meters. So that's pretty darn cool. Not a bad hike. The reason it's called Boundary Peak is because that peak there Montgomery Peak. Looks a little bit higher, and it actually is, because that's actually in California. So the state line kind of goes right through this little saddle there. So I am right nearly on the border of Nevada and California here, hence the name Boundary Peak. One of the big reasons I wanted to do this hike kind of in June here, there wasn't really much snow, so we're lucked out on that, but I didn't want any smoke. And there's definitely no forest fires yet this year, which is a good thing. You can see for miles and miles and miles. View up here is just absolutely spectacular. So beautiful. Put my jacket on here because the breeze seems to come and go. And it's time to brave the gravel on the way down. Took me just under 3 hours to get up here. It's been about 15 minutes admiring the view up here. And now, hopefully get less than 3 hours on the way down. Wish me luck. I did not spot these cairns on the way up, but on the way down, it's making the pseudo trail much more easy to follow. Making a lot faster progress going down than I was going up. Still equally as sandy and rock gravelly in my shoe. But going good. Looks like there's someone coming up the ridge down there. I'm sure we'll meet them soon. I made it back to what I'm going to affectionately call the gravel chute. That's pretty much what it is. Like a mile of just slippery, slidey, sandy gravel. So once I get through this, it's home free. Just a couple miles of easy downhill. Right back over there to that valley. Power through. Let's get her done. Thank goodness that section is behind me. While it was a slog, it was super fun to run down. I was absolutely flying. I swear I was going at least 3 times as fast downhill as I was on the way up. Now we just got this nice, gentle downgrade back to the car. It's gonna be a beautiful run here. Finally got less than 2 miles left. Should be there in less than half an hour. There we go. Made it back to the trailhead at the Boundary Peak Wilderness area. Wilderness starts just up the trail. That was an awesome hike. Awesome hike / run. It definitely was hard going up that, what I'm going to call the gravel chute. But round trip, it was essentially 8 miles for me. But in that 8 miles was about 4,400 feet of climbing. So up to over 13,100 feet. So big day, but feel really good. The downhill was super runnable, mainly because you could just kind of slip and slide in that sand, just kind of push your way down. It was really quite nice. Only had to empty my shoes out a couple times, but really enjoyed it. Only saw 3 other people the entire time. And now I'm back at the parking lot here for the main trailhead, and there's no one else here. So I'm not sure where all those other people came from. There is another trailhead, but it's supposed to be a lot more difficult to get to. But super awesome state high point. Definitely some exposure up top, and route finding is definitely difficult. There's no signs, there's not a single sign for this trail. So if you're not great with route finding, buyer beware with this one. It's definitely difficult, especially up top. There's 100 different trails and you can kind of just choose your own adventure up there. Other than that though, the views were awesome, the weather was awesome. Only good things to say. Thanks for joining me on this one. I'll catch you out on the trail.